But they're saying she decided she wanted to take over and use the power of her fame and name and that of her husband, Ryan Reynolds, to bully Justin Baldoni into the fetal position.
It looks like Blake Lively is in serious trouble. Megyn Kelly has been on a mission to expose every single lie that Blake has ever told, and the evidence she has gathered has completely destroyed Blake's case. Megyn is not holding back. She has said she is ready to release even more proof if needed because, as she puts it, the truth should be out there. But if Blake has nothing to hide, then why is she so afraid of what's coming? Based on the investigation, the text messages, and the undeniable receipts that Megyn and her team have collected, it seems that Blake is in deep trouble. Megyn Kelly is now working with her own lawyer to present key evidence that proves once and for all that Blake has been lying and twisting the truth from the very beginning. But why would Blake do something like this? It turns out her reasons might be much darker and more selfish than anyone could have ever imagined. Blake Lively. The real story behind the court case. Blake Lively has been trying to make herself look like the victim, but according to new evidence, she was actually the one in control all along. She had power over the situation, and she used that power to take over the film she was working on. Blake allegedly manipulated people close to her, including her best friend Taylor Swift and her husband Ryan Reynolds, to intimidate Justin Baldoni, the lead actor and director of the movie It Ends With Us. Blake reportedly threatened the film's producers, saying she would refuse to work on the project unless they met her outrageous demands. She wanted to control everything, every scene, every edit. She even went so far as to demand that she be allowed to make her own version of the movie. This kind of behavior is extremely unusual for an actress, even if she is the lead star. Normally, directors and producers are in charge of the final cut, but Blake wanted full control. And now, as the truth comes out, it's clear that she was using this entire situation as a way to protect her reputation while hiding the fact that she might actually be a manipulative bully. Blake's evil master plan? This case isn't just about a simple lawsuit anymore. It goes much deeper. Blake has accused Justin Baldoni of inappropriate behavior and of launching a smear campaign against her. But Justin has fought back, claiming that Blake was the one who started the smear campaign against him. But here's where things get really interesting. This battle didn't just start recently. It actually began long before the lawsuit went public. The truth is, Blake's reputation was already in danger before any of this drama even started. And the reason? Her own attitude. Blake had been rubbing people the wrong way for years. Fans started digging up old interviews of her, and what they found was shocking. People were disgusted by how rude and self-centered she seemed. As fans turned against her, Blake decided to fight back not by changing her behavior, but by blaming Justin Baldoni and his PR team. She accused them of spreading negative stories about her. Then, in an attempt to shift the narrative, she did an interview with the New York Times, making herself look like the victim while making Justin out to be the villain. But there's a big problem. Newly leaked evidence proves that the New York Times actually edited and manipulated text messages to make Justin look worse. They removed important details, even cutting out parts of messages and emojis to change their meaning. Sound familiar? That's because this is exactly what Amber Heard did to Johnny Depp back in 2018. She published an article that painted him as a terrible person, making herself look like an innocent victim. And guess what? Amber Heard has now come out in support of Blake Lively. But Blake made a huge mistake following in Amber's footsteps, because just like Amber, Blake's lies are now being exposed. And just like Johnny Depp fought back and proved his innocence, Justin Baldoni is now doing the same. The lies are falling apart. Blake. Lively thought her fans would believe anything she said. She thought people wouldn't question her story. But people aren't stupid. We can see what's happening. We can see how rude she is in interviews, how she tries to make everything about herself. For example, during one interview, she was asked about her husband Ryan Reynolds. But instead of answering, she just started promoting her own hair care brand. Fans have started to turn on her. She is so shallow. This movie is about serious issues, and she's talking about her hair. I can't believe I used to like this woman. She's a total narcissist. And now, just like Johnny Depp's legal team destroyed Amber Heard, Justin Baldoni's lawyer is preparing to completely expose Blake Lively in court. Higher film. Text messages between Blake and the film's producers reveal that she was trying to take control. She even made her own private cut of the movie, and no one was allowed to see it, not even Justin, who was both the lead actor and director of the film. In another shocking revelation, Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds, had secretly rewritten some of the movie's key scenes without Justin's knowledge or approval. Blake and Ryan even made sure that Justin was pushed to the side during the movie's premiere. He wasn't even allowed to sit in the main theater with the rest of the cast. Instead, he was forced to watch the premiere from the basement with his friends and family. This was clear proof that Blake wanted all the attention on herself. She didn't just want to act in the film, she wanted to control everything about it. The truth is coming out. But now, things are starting to fall apart for Blake. Justin's legal team has collected a massive amount of evidence against her, and they are ready to present it in court. And guess what? Documents don't lie. People do. Blake has tried to stop Justin from releasing the text messages and other proof, but it's too late. The truth is coming out. Blake accused Justin of invading her personal space, but messages show that she actually invited him to her trailer while she was pumping milk for her baby. She even texted him, "I'm just pumping in my trailer if you want to work out our lines." Blake also claimed that there was no intimacy coordinator on set to supervise romantic scenes. But in interviews before the lawsuit, she clearly said that there was an intimacy coordinator. She also falsely accused Justin of making inappropriate comments about her weight. But the truth? Justin has back problems and needed to know her weight for a specific scene where he had to lift her just to make sure he wouldn't get injured. Final thoughts. Blake Lively has been caught in lie after lie, and now the evidence against her is overwhelming. She thought she could play the victim, but instead the truth is finally coming out. What do you think? Was Blake lying all along? Or is there still a chance that she was telling the truth? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this wild story.